Hello, I'm the Bowmeister. Welcome back to Blind Start. Today we are playing Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. This comes out of Frogware, is part of the Sherlock Holmes series. I've played Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment, beat it, haven't completely 100% beat it, but I did play it and beat it. And I really love Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes has been, a literary idol of mine. As far back as early childhood when I was reading his stories in elementary school. I was an avid reader, so forgive me on that. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to check out options real quick. Video. I'll turn up the gamma a little bit. If I need to, I'll turn it out again. Sound, fine. Gameplay. Subtitles on, difficulty level, we'll leave that on normal. How to play. Alright, so we can switch characters, we can run. Oh, it's actually different because I think in the last game, Crime and Punishment, Crimes and Punishments, excuse me, we didn't have the ability to switch characters. So move character, move camera, open the casebook, perform your actions, switch person view, open your deduction space. So R2's to run, menu, switch characters L2, imagination on L1, and select your action. Alright. We're going to dive right on in. And we can always switch. So we're going to go ahead and do King Detective. Pray tell. Some evidence requires additional information or investigation. It will be marked with a special tool tip in your casebook. Can't tell what that first one is, but the other one's a potion. You can find gameplay or interface instructions by pressing the thumbsticks in simultaneously. You can always change current difficulty level in the gameplay options menu. Here we go. As it crawls on, it's loading. Dude, just run. You don't have time to just sit there and wait and all that fun stuff. Sounds like you're being hunted, dude. I'm terrified for this dude. And that's gonna be a nice shot if it hits. Sure enough. Bye-bye, dude. 48 hours earlier. Was that Sherlock? Might have been Sherlock. Sorry, I'm gonna touch my microphone there for a second. Knock, knock.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Miss de Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Now
Right,
tell
it's right
me,
here.
boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
Build a character portrait by paying attention to the details and determining their meaning. So if we press L1, we actually go backwards, starting with the boy's hand. If when it lights up, we examine it. Lame arm. Maybe a malformation. We can actually change that as we need to. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and run forward here. Marks on his neck. Pale skin, malnutrition, malformation. That changes. Our initial guess there. Born in 1887, Tom is 8 years old. Patch on his shirt, neatly mended, caring parents. Okay. So roll right on forward here. In the pocket, map of London. Can read and use a map, so the kid is relatively smart for 8 years old in 1895. I had to do my math there for a second. So malnutrition. We're missing a spot here somewhere. Check back up here towards his head. Back up to his face. There we go. Red eyes, recently weeping. Validate observation. Character portrait complete. Tom is 8 years old. His clothes are well worn and have multiple patches neatly applied. Tom's parents are concerned for his well-being. His pale skin indicates that he's suffering from malnutrition. He looks sad and has red eyes. He has been weeping very recently. Tom's malformation could have been caused by his mother's poor nutrition during pregnancy. Alright, so we have echoes, dialogue, documents, evidence, a map, which we'll be able to use later, and tasks. Pray tell, when a young street urchin is found sobbing on the steps of 221B and tells of his father's disappearance during a secret special job, Holmes suspects foul play. Okay, so his name.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me.
Alright, choose the evidence that confronts the statements of the character in order to continue the investigation. Time of your birth is 1887. Despite his young age, he already knows how to read and use a map. Suffers from malnutrition. His Promo4 family is clear that he is much loved. Okay. Please say he just abandoned me. Caring parents.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day, because that's all he can find. Only this time, he didn't come home.
What happened?
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job, but this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? How?
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 long weeks?
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
Okay, so browse the evidence again. He already knows how to read, use a map, but he's suffered from malnutrition and he's from a poor family. So, which one?
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family, and I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that Father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
Very
Let's
well.
go.
Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay, so now we can move about 221B Baker Street.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
So, certain things here in 221B Baker Street we can use on cases. For example, our archive we can use to research things that we need to know. Newspapers.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
His archive of newspapers. We could also look for news and stuff as we need to
My
go
archive.
along. We'll wander around here.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Analysis table is going to help us with like various pieces of information, evidence that we find and collect and we need to analyze back here at 221B Baker Street.
We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
Yes, I know.
Brave
the dog.
Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Toby, our faithful dog. Well, it looks like I can't look through the last game, Crimes and Punishments. We were able to look through the telescope there. Currently, Watson is standing right in front of it, so we can't use it. The map.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
It's helpful. I walk through this door here. See if there's
Want some
anything in there.
documents our adventures in here.
Oh, this is Watson's room. Okay, so we need to go. I'm going to go to our room here real quick. I can run in the house, so that's helpful. So we're into my room here. If we can change our appearance, it looks like everything's unlocked this time. So we're going to leave it as is for now. Excuse me. We're going to open our wardrobe. Just attire, morning gown, doctor outfit, bandit outfit, pastor outfit, sportswear, casual suit, overcoat, sailor. We're going to go ahead and throw on an overcoat. There we go. Holmes is a master of disguises for the most part. Which is why he has a wide selection of clothing in costumes like the sailor's outfit and the bandit outfit. Alright, we are dressed, ready to go. Let's go out the door. Oh, we can actually go outside, because normally the door of 221B Baker Street is actually our leaving point. We wouldn't be able to go downstairs and do this. So this is actually a little more fleshed out, if you will. Cool. This is actually exciting. Concentrate your attention on finding details that others are inclined to look using R1. If I talk to the cabbie here, it'll take us to Whitechapel. Well, that's cool. We can actually explore just the area just outside. We open our casebook. We can explore various things. Exclamation points tell us of new information that we might have during the course of the game. documents, evidence, etc., etc. During the loading screens, Holmes will sit in the carriage, think on things, and smoke on his pipe. What his pipe is loaded with, I'm not sure, and I don't think I'm at liberty to say. Alright, so if we hit X to continue, we will move right along.
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
Alright, so it's time to walk. We're going to head down this alleyway here. And we're not going to walk, we're going to run. Alright, so we're going to open... Okay. Open the casebook back up. We need to go to Dorset Street.
North Street.
Okay.
Dorset Street.
Okay, so that's 14. We need to go to number 12. So we'll just run down this way here. That looks like that's 13. 12 Dorset Street. Open the door here. Now we need to find the rooming hall here. Okay, so that's C, B, that's A. What floor did you say he was on? The first floor. I guess this is considered the ground floor? So the first floor is what we in America would consider the second floor, if I remember correctly. Oh, there we are. Letter E. We'll knock on the door. Let ourselves in. And time to observe. Hold close.
Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
Something in the pocket. Piece of paper. Okay, so we're at the Hearst house, so now we can technically travel here. Alright, so we're going to look here. Pull this out. The Old Tabard Pub. The best chance of beers and ales in the White Castle. Located on North Street.
The Old Tabard Pub, North Street.
Okay, cool. So that's officially become evidence.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Father is a handyman of sorts. We'll explore around down here. There you
I
are,
hope
young
you'll
Toby.
find my father soon.
The Strand Magazine, Sherlock Holmes, A. Conan Doyle, for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Huh, so that's why you came to see me.
Anything else? Ooh, candle.
Tom probably reads at night.
Okay, objects marked with the exclamation point are to be used further in your investigation.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Okay.
Huh, so that's why you came to see me.
Is there anything else on this table? Candle?
Tom probably reads at night. Tom probably reads at night.
Okay, so the candle is super important. Maybe if we talk to Tom after we finish exploring the house here.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills.
i.e. an 8-year-old boy.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young, too.
Alright, we'll take a look at the documents here on the table here.
Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
That was smart. We check our papers here. Evidence. According to his bills, George Hurst has paid rent in advance. But now it's getting to the point where rent is no longer paid. Alright, we're going to travel up here. Alright, so we'll travel up in this loft here. Ooh, what's this?
It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Okay, so there's something up there. Can I borrow your candle, Tom? Wonderful. See? Deduction at its finest. Okay. We're gonna roll through here real quick to see if there's anything else that may or may not be able to be useful here. Okay, looks like there's nothing here that can be useful besides the candle, as it were. Alright, so now, there we go. So if we move that box around, we have
Satchel. What's in it?
another satchel. Open her up to find a letter to George Hurst. Hello there, George. I know that it's difficult for you to find a job and you need to feed and clothe your son. So I attached this letter to a pub leaflet. I heard that there is a fellow who is there who's offering a special job. Maybe it will help you. I hope so. Good luck. Okay, so we have that and a candle. Anything else? Okay, we already explored that.
Just some old things.
Alright, so nothing special in there. We've explored all that we could explore. I think there was a spot. Yep, one more spot on the wall. Or was I just... Oh, nope,
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books.
Nope.
George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them. Please, sir, find my father.
Okay. Ready to go back in deduction mode here, see if there's anything else that we can look for. In the area. I mean, we already know about the coat. Alright. Just gonna go here, evidence. I think it's time to head down to the pub. But that is it for this episode. As we walk down to the pub, thank you so much for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this content, like, comment, subscribe, all that other fun stuff along the way. Oh, where did I end up? I am in a completely different spot here. Where am I? Anyway, as I was saying, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, like, comment, subscribe, all that other fun stuff. And until next time, I am the Bowmeister. And as always, I have been obediently yours. And to those who celebrate, happy American Thanksgiving tomorrow.